The consonant sounds.
th, s, and z sounds.
Number 1.
Voiced and voiceless or unvoiced th sound. For this th sound, the tip of your tongue should touch the edges of your front teeth, and the tip of the tongue vibrates a bit while air flows out through your tongue and upper teeth. It's also acceptable to just touch the back of the front teeth as long as the air is flowing through. There are two th sounds in English, the voiced th as in
that,
and the voiceless th as in think.
Words for practice.
Anything, author, both, earth, ninth, health, nothing, thank, thing, Thursday, wealthy, with.
Word pairs for practice.
With nothing, ninth birthday.
Both methods, third month.
Warning. Common mistake.
Voiceless th versus t. Make sure to correctly pronounce the voiceless th so that the following words do not end up sounding as a t. Thank, tank, bath, bat. To correct this problem, change the position of your tongue by moving it forward to touch the teeth. Also, make sure that there is a flow of air between your tongue and your teeth.
Words for practice.
Although, breathe, clothing.
Father, mother.
Rather.
This, the. Then, they.
Those.
Weather.
Word pairs for practice.
That clothing. This weather.
Neither brother, mother and father.
Number 2.
Voice th versus d.
Make sure to correctly pronounce the voiced th so that the th do not end up sounding as a d. They. Day. Breathe. Breed. Again, to correct this problem, change the position of your tongue by moving it forward to touch the teeth. Also, make sure that there is a flow of air between your tongue and your teeth.
Warning. Common mistake.
Make sure that your tongue vibrates under your upper teeth. Do not bite your tongue or press it on your upper teeth too strongly. This will block the flow of air that is required to produce the th sound correctly.
Word pairs for practice.
Note the difference between the words with t and those with the voiceless th. Bat, bath, boat, both, mat, math, tank, thank, team, theme, true, through. Note the difference between the words with d and those with the voiced th. Breeding, breathing, dare, there, doze,
Those.
dan, than, day, they, wordy, worthy.
Practiced sentences.
Her 33rd birthday is on the third Thursday of this month.
Those three things are worth thousands of dollars.
I think that Kenneth is Ethan's father.
That new theology doesn't threaten the faithful Catholics.
You can buy anything and everything in that clothing store.
There are those that always tell the truth.
I think that the South has more warmth than the North.
I'd rather have this one than that one.
Although they're rather thin, they're very healthy.
Practiced sentences.
When the th and d are very close together, the tip of your tongue must move quickly from touching the teeth to touching the gum ridge, so that both sounds can be distinctly heard. Don't do that, Dan. What does that thing do? Did they breathe in the dust? Dan thought it was Dad's birthday. How dare they do that? They did it the other day. Didn't they?
Comparing th with s and z.
Make sure to correctly pronounce the voiceless th, so that the th do not end up sounding as an s and the voiced th as a z. Do not say, sank, and, thank, the same way. Don't pronounce breeze and breathe the same way. Again, the mistake lies in the position of the tongue. For the s and z, there is also air passing through the tip of the tongue. But the tongue is not touching the teeth. It is touching a little bit behind, on the gum ridge. Pay attention to these tongue positions shown in the illustrations as you do the following exercises.
Word contrasts for S versus TH.
Mass, math. Sank, thank.
Tense, tenth. Sing, thing.
Word contrasts for Z versus TH.
Close, clothe. Breeze, breathe.
Bathe, bathe. Zen, then.
Word pairs for practice.
It's specially difficult to pronounce the TH sound correctly if the Z and S are nearby. Make sure that all of the consonant sounds are clearly heard. Don't blend them together and don't substitute one for the other.
Does that? What's that? She's thin.
Fifth step. With something. Sixth song.
Practiced sentences.
He's enthusiastic that it's his 6th birthday.
Is that the zoo that has the zebras?
He's thankful for his wealth.
He's thinking about his strengths.
If it's Thursday, it's the same thing.
Number 3.
The S and Z sounds.
A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer, it sings because it has a song. The letter S is sometimes pronounced as a
Z
sound and sometimes as a
S
sound. When S follows a consonant, there are rules for pronunciation. But when it follows a vowel, there are no rules, so it's best to just memorize the exceptions. Studying the 4 basic rules will also be helpful to you. Rule 1. When an S follows a voiceless consonant, it is pronounced as
S.
books, stops, makes, likes, eats, cats, helps, surfs. Rule 2.
When an S follows a voiced consonant or a vowel, it's pronounced as the Z sound.
Eggs. Comes.
Beds. Boys.
Lives. Loans.
Cars. Feels.
Rule 3. Double S is pronounced as
S.
boss, less, success, massive, lesson, essay, exceptions, possession, scissors, dessert. SS sounds like
Z.
Rule 4. An extra syllable is added to words that end with certain consonant sounds followed by S. The final S is pronounced as
Z.
These include
J.
manages, changes,
Sh. Washes. Dishes.
Ch.
churches, matches,
S. Bosses. Faces.
X.
boxes, faxes. Study tip. Memorize these very common words that have a final S. The S is pronounced as
Z.
and not as
S.
Was. Is. As.
His. Hers. Has.
These. Those. Whose.
Goes. Does. Always.
because.
Warning. Common mistake.
Note that the S in the prefix dis is pronounced as
S.
and not as
Z.
disagree, disorder, disobey, disapprove, disappear, disability.
Verbs and nouns. And the letter S.
Use. To use. Abuse. To abuse. Close. To close.
House. To house. Excuse. To excuse. Advice, to advise.
Practice dialogues.
Do you still use this?
No, I have no use for it anymore.
Where will they house their guests?
They have a guest house.
Does he abuse drugs?
Yes, he's getting help for his drug abuse.
Please excuse me.
I don't accept your excuse.
Would you close the door?
You do it. You're close to it.
Can you advise me on this?
Sure, I can give you some advice.
Practice sentences.
Remember to correctly pronounce all of the final
S
and
z
sounds of plural nouns and of verbs with the third-person singular form, he, she, it. Say the following sentences quickly, making sure you are not forgetting the S ending. A dishwasher washes dishes.
A bus driver drives buses.
A mechanic fixes cars.
A teacher teaches students.
A watchmaker makes watches.
A real estate agent sells houses.
Warning. Common mistake.
Make sure that you're not pronouncing the words this and these the same. The word this is singular and is pronounced with the short I sound and a s. The word these is plural and is pronounced with a long vowel E and a z sound. This, these. I like this book.
I like these books.
Quick review. Story for practice.
Listen to the following story and notice that the final S is pronounced as
S,
or.
z,
Mark's day.
Every morning he gets up early, brushes his teeth, washes his face, and eats breakfast. He kisses his wife and kids goodbye. He takes 2 buses to work. He usually manages to get to work before his coworkers. He reads his email, checks messages, and returns phone calls. He speaks with his colleagues and clients and conducts meetings. He focuses on his daily tasks and likes to take only 30 minutes for lunch.